Hello and welcome to 10x Growth Talk. And this week we're going to talk about two types of trusts. We're going to talk about general trust and specific trust. We're going to talk about the definition between both trusts and how this thing called specific trust relates to progress within a team, within a company. And we're going to talk about attributes of people within the organization that have abilities for specific trust and some that generally don't. So I want to read the definition of trust and general trust and specific because this is the trust that we all understand and know. General trust is the firm belief in the character, strength, or truth of someone or something. To me, it means that somebody with integrity, somebody that I can trust because of who they are and what they believe in and their character as a person. Now, specific trust, on the other hand, there's two definitions in the dictionary, and this is the definition for specific trust, and that's what we're going to get into in a moment. So the definition of specific trust is a person or thing in which confidence is placed. Okay, specific trust is a person or thing in which confidence is placed. So the difference between one or the other is one is a person or thing in which we place confidence, and the other one is, in general, a person that we trust, right? We trust the person. We may trust somebody, but we may not have the confidence for this person to get a job done. So one is very different from the other. And we're going to talk about delegation in specific and how specific trust equates to delegation, which goes into teamwork, which creates progress. Now, specific trust, I believe, starts with delegation, and it starts with you handing something off. When somebody's racing and they're in a relay, they hand the baton to somebody, and that person's supposed to run with that baton all the way through because you trusted them to carry it through. You didn't throw it to them, you didn't toss it to them, but you handed it to them, right? When you handed it to them and you trust that they're going to take it all the way through and they're going to take it through the finish line. And specific trust to me, when it comes to delegation, is who do I hand a task to or a project to, and are they going to get it done? Are they the kind of person that I have confidence that they're going to get it done? Now, we have teams in our organization. We have, channel leaders, and they have teams, and we have individual profit centers that have teams. And the teams, I believe, that have both trusts present, general trust, where the entire team trusts each other. They know that, hey, I can trust this person because of their character or who they are. Also knowing that, hey, if I have a project and I hand a project, or if we have a goal to hit, okay, and we go, hey guys, we're going to hit this goal, and everybody picks their number, specific trust comes in on the delivery of that goal. Okay, that's where specific trust comes in. General trust comes in when you trust everybody because of their character. Specific trust comes in where, hey, can I specifically trust this person to get the job done? Are they going to go through the finish line, and are they going to deliver what they actually promised that they were going to deliver? And I think specific trust and teamwork is the most important type of trust that you can have. I think with specific trust, that's where progress begins. So when I'm handing over somebody a project, or whenever we're talking about goals and somebody says a number, these are the few things that go through my mind, and I'm pretty sure that that's the same thing that happens when you delegate or when you're having somebody on your team do something for you. Is number one, do I trust this person with this responsibility? Number two, do I trust that you can get better results than I can with this project or this task? Can you do it as good as I can or even better than I can? And number three, will you take total ownership of the task or project and push it all the way through the finish line in the time frame that we agreed on? So these are the three things that go through my mind, and these are the three things that I ask myself whenever I'm delegating something to somebody else. We have these things called the brass rail meetings, and the brass rail is a quarterly meeting we do in a room with a lot of the division leaders, people that are leading a profit center. And then we have the back end, we call it the backstage leaders, the ones that are helping the operations leaders deliver a specific result. And we go in there and we talk about, hey, what are we going to work on that's going to help the company move to another level. What are some of the problems? What are some of the solutions? And who's going to be the leader of what project? And people come in and we have a bunch of projects, and Don, who's my coach, brings it up. And then people walk out of that room with being a leader of a project, with people that are going to help them with the project. And some people come back to that room with really nothing done. The baton has been passed. They come back, but the baton was dropped. When you ask what happened, there's just a lot of things that came up, maybe whirlwinds or all kinds of fires that they had to battle, maybe health issues or this or that or whatever it is, but nothing really got done. And then there's people that come in, all the projects got done, they got done in a timely manner, they pushed it through. There was some hiccups, but we got it through. There was some concerns, but we got it through. Now, when I have my one-on-one meetings with my coach, we talk about this. We talk about, who's in the room, and are the people getting the work done? Are they getting the projects moving forward so we can get this company to the next 10x growth that it deserves? And that's the conversations we have. It's something that actually is probably the most important thing in the organization, in every team, okay, even a manager. I've been in meetings where a manager goes, hey guys, I have a goal this month. I want to figure out how much you guys are going to bring in. So every person will give their number, and the manager really doesn't have the confidence in a certain person, and that person might say $40,000 I'm going to do this month. He'll go, hey, hold on a minute. Last month you did 10. How are you going to do 40 this month? Can you tell me what you're going to do differently? And there really isn't anything they're going to do differently. There's just, I'm going to do that, okay? Because they want to look good maybe in front of the team. They want to look like they're going to contribute. However, there's really no meat on the bones. There's really no effort to actually make that happen. Where somebody else might say, hey, I'm going to do $25,000, and every day they'll track that number and they'll push and they'll push and they'll push all the way through until they hit their number and they deliver the result that they promised their manager they would. Now that happens in every level. I mean, we even have channel leaders that sell jobs, and sometimes they leave the job or the project with somebody and they're like, oh, I wonder if this guy's really going to screw things up, or is he going to get it through the finish line? I just passed the baton to him. I got the agreement signed. The customer wants to fix everything. Now I wonder if this person's going to get it done. So we have to be the kind of person where we can have specific trust, where our managers give us specific trust, and we're going to do everything we can to get through that finish line with the baton. And if we take on a project, we have to take it on with the seriousness to know that, hey, you know what? Everything's relying on me to get this through. The whole organization is relying on me to make sure that I can get my project completed, get it through, because if I cannot, then that project extends to the next meeting and the next quarter or the next month, and it just keeps going and nothing's really happening. So as an individual, I don't think we can grow the company 10x unless we have both trusts present. General trust as a person. We have to be a trustworthy person and have integrity. And we have to have specific trust, meaning that when we take on a goal or a project, that we're going to deliver that result, that we're going to do everything we can to run with that baton and get it through the finish line in the time frame we said we're going to do it. So I want to build a 10x company, and I know that we can together, and both trusts are necessary in order to make this happen. So until the next one, thank you for everything you guys do out there. Have a great day. Bye-bye.